Bond at the dot. He wins the draw. Wicklund has a shot. It goes wide. Running around the boards. Kelly does a good job to keep that in. Pajali, he couldn't clear the zone. Comes into the middle for Bond. Then for Ferris. Ferris gets a little bit of a shot away. Loden steered that into the corner. And here come the Lumberjacks out of the zone. A little too far forward for Sutter. Unless there's a lot of McClures in Duluth that I'm not aware of. Zirkin backhands that to Krentz along the boards. Krentz flips that through into the neutral zone. Hacker has it. And here's McMillan. McMillan got by Kemp. McMillan shoots, he scores! McMillan got around Kemp and walked in all by himself. Tough angle there by McDonald. Kaysen centered that one out front. McDonald couldn't get a shot away. Carson with it. Carson's shot goes off Kaysen behind the net. He's holding his ribs there. It looked like that one hurt. This one comes to Krentz. Krentz walking in. Krentz, he got the shot away, but Pajoli had his stick on him all the way. Some pushing and shoving in front of the goal as Scadden and Carson are having some word. Check. Ferris comes away with it. Tried to get it this side for Watt. Broken up there by Phillips. And he pushed it into the zone. But back out to Watt. Watt gets bumped as it goes to Ferris. Ferris has Snooks with him. To Snooks. Snooks his shot. Loden with the save. Puck comes back to Kemp. Kemp just taps it into the zone. Lakers clear. Tanner. 3:44 remaining here in the man advantage. 4:41 remaining in the first period. Wicklund wins that draw. Kelly puts it to Green in the corner. He tried to backhand it. He went right out front. McClure, his shot. Tanner made the save. I think McClure thought it went in the net. Tanner wasn't quite sure. He was spinning. Green can't get it deep, but it bounces back to Green. Green still with it. Tried to drive towards the goal. Got pushed back towards the board. Scadden couldn't handle it. And out of the zone it goes. Johnson and Green on a foot race now. Johnson beats him to it. Johnson, his shot saved from Tanner. The second one saved by Tanner. Centering pass, another one saved by Tanner as Flynn was right there all by himself in the slot. Wedward does a good job to take the puck away from McClure the first time. Now McMillan has it. McMillan, he's looking for Connor McClure in the corner. McClure, Green with him. Puck comes back in behind the net for McMillan. McMillan out front for McClure. Bouncing puck. He didn't get good wood on it, Connor McClure. But Tanner, he had to track that one with his eye. It's not going to be a penalty. So a penalty shot here awarded, as they said that Wood was on a break. So here's Wood on a penalty shot. Jack Wood against Loden. Wood comes down the right side. Wood slowly walking in. Wood, he shoots, he scores! Wood buries that one just over the pad and under the blocker. Jack Wood scores to tie this one up. Jopi back to the point for McMillan. McMillan on his off wing. He has a shot on target. It hit McDonald in the back. McDonald's got it in the corner now. 40 seconds remaining in the man advantage. McDonald for Davidson. Davidson, he looks to walk out. Played that off the far post. Waved off. I wasn't sure if that went in or not. Referee was right there. Waved that one off. Carson back to Joe. McClure to his brother Connor McClure. Good play from Green to knock that away from Connor McClure. Kemp along the boards. He couldn't get it by McMillan. Bond back to help out. And McMillan walks out and said he has a shot and he goes upstairs and scores. McMillan walks out from the corner, stick handles 4 or 5 times in the slot. Tanner towards for Kaysen. He couldn't clear that puck. Lois plays that towards goal, it goes just wide. Out front again as Lois took a whack at that one, couldn't get his shot away. And now down the right-hand side, here come the Lumberjacks. This is Sutter. Sutter, he's got Kaysen. And he plays it over to Kaysen. Tanner just got a piece of it, but Kaysen buried it, put it behind the net. Can't get it deep, loose puck comes back to him again. Plays over for Kemp. Kemp at the blue line. Kemp pushes that through traffic, saved from Loden. Kelly can't keep it in. Here comes an odd man rush now as the two McClure brothers are coming down. McClure shoots and he scores. So McClure held on to it, traveled across the paint and buried that backhand over. This is McDonald. McDonald can't get it deep. Zirkin flips it high on the glass and it goes right to Pajoli. Pajoli with it. Pajoli to McDonald. Sutter stays on side. McDonald with it. McDonald centering pass for Pajoli who came in from the point. Loose puck. And number 17, Zach Carson's right there and he bangs that home in the net. Pajoli Pajoli over the blue line. Pajoli to the red line. Pajoli to the blue line, entering on his backhand. Pajoli rounding behind the net now. Pajoli to McClure. Cooper McClure to Phillips. His shot scores. So Phillips was kind of hiding in on the back post. No one picked him up. McDonald, puck still along the boards, and this gets to Lowe's. Lowe's has got Watt rink wide. Lowe's over the blue line. He cuts through center, gives it to Watt. Watt's shot's blocked by Carson. He gets it right back. Glove save from Loden. He comes back to the point. This is Wood's shot. And that gets redirected, and the Lumberjacks fire this all the way down. Icing's going to be the call. Zirkin just in case he chips it into the zone. Kemp is the first one there. Then he gets upended in the corner by Phillips. Centering pass broken up by Hill. Hill backhands that towards the blue line. Wedward has it now. Wedward over the blue line. Wedward leaves it there for Sanderson. Sanderson shot right on target. Loden makes a save, hit him right in the logo, and he holds on. No rebound given. Referee up there. Extra attackers on the ice. This is Hill. Hill down for Scadden. Scadden goes rink wide for Watt. He fanned on that shot. Watt still with it now. Extra attacker, delayed penalty. Scadden in behind the goal. Scadden. Hill tried to redirect that one towards goal. And the bomb gets knocked down right in front of Loden. Watt doesn't like that. He comes in, pushing and shoving top of the circle. Krentz to the dot. Elects not to shoot. Krentz to Green. Green to Scadden. Scadden at the top of the circle, plays it back to Green. Krentz is there at the dot waiting for him. Gets around Johnson. Green walks in. Krentz with a shot, he scores! Krentz winds up and buries that one just over the pad and under the glove of Loden. Hacker rims that around the boards. Sanderson there against Davidson. Pajoli there too. Puck comes back behind the net to Hacker. Out of the zone they go. Picked up by Gardsky. Gardsky's pass intercepted by Phillips. Phillips shoots, he scores! Turnover from Gardsky went right to Phillips' stick, and Phillips buries for his second of the game. Going behind his own net. He's got Wyatt there. Tried to get it to him. Weber broke that up. Gardsky comes away with it. Gardsky tried to drive towards goal. Jopi took that away from him. Off the boards to McClure. Cooper McClure up for McMillan. McMillan shot. He rips one for his hat trick. Blocker side, walked in, high slot. Found that one right over Tanner's blocker. Just over 2 periods of play. Snooks at the dot. He loses the draw. Davidson. This side for Olsen. Olsen, one-on-one on Kelly. Olsen undresses him. Olsen shot. He puts it over the blocker and he scores. So Olsen is on the score sheet. 1-2. Davidson over the red line. Davidson has got to wait because Flynn went offside. Davidson with it. His shot goes over the bar. Flynn's the first one there along the boards. Kemp plays it in behind the net. He got tied up along the boards. Flynn came around, pad save there from Tanner. Puck comes back to the point to Kaiser. Kaiser to Hacker. Hacker steers that one. Tanner makes the save. Going to come all the way down into the Lakers zone. As Sanderson touched the puck after a long delayed offside. Snooks in to take the face off against McDonald. McDonald steers that one right on goal. Second one. 2 good saves from Tanner. Scadden along the boards. Kemp comes away with it. Kemp puts on the brakes, gets it back down to Watt. Watt hauls down Pajoli, but they get it out of the zone. Sutter and Snooks having a little bit of business along the boards as Lakers fired in deep. Carson in behind the net. Carson turns. Scadden takes away from him. Kemp walks in. He has a shot almost redirected there by Snooks. But it went wide. Carson now to Sutter. Rink wide to nobody. Well, right to the right to McClure. McClure passed over to Pajoli. Pajoli, he enters his zone. Pajoli's still with it. He loses it. Ferris comes with it. Ferris with a little bit of speed, working one-on-one on McMillan. He's got Wicklund. Wicklund, his shot, second one. Loden made 2 saves there. Wickland's got it in the corner. Sidesteps a check from McClure. Tried to get it back out front of him. And here comes Green with it. Green to Lowe's. Lowe's back to Green, who actually got right on target. Loden steered that one into the corner. Picked up by Johnson. He plays it out of the zone. Leroy has it now. One-on-one with Kelly. His shot goes wide of the goal. Kelly back in behind the net. High stick's going to be the call. Shot, it gets redirected behind the goal. Snooks with it. Snooks Back to Krentz. Krentz, saucer pass over to Green. Green to Skadden. 1:20 remaining in the man advantage. It's Pajoli can't clear it. Skadden takes it away from him. Watt on backhand, loose puck. Snooks was there, couldn't bury it. Watt to Snooks. Watt's there to help up. Pajoli plays it down to himself. Hand pass is waved off. Carson Pajoli there, goes to Johnson. Johnson plays it by Krentz and has a Johnson in a foot race with Green. Johnson, he has Flynn with him. Short-handed, Johnson saved from Tanner and he holds on to that one. 2-on-1 there, short-handed, and Tanner. Draw back to Kemp. Kemp plays it off the boards, but not out. Pajoli's got it. Pajoli down to Carson. This is Carson to Pajoli at top of the circle. Pajoli's shot backhanded by Davidson there too. It goes wide of the goal. Pajoli steps in to keep it in. Kemp along the boards. Kemp tries to tie it up. He can't. This is Pajoli, and McClure still has it here. McClure, he gets checked by a couple of guys. Phillips has it along the boards. Phillips, he gets thumped along the boards. McClure, back to McClure. McClure walks right in. McClure's shot, bar down, he scores! Connor McClure with the goals. With it. He gets bumped off the puck. Johnson, who scored the last one for the Lumberjacks, plays it back in behind the goal. Kaiser, he plays that to Wyatt. Wyatt up for Johnson as Wood bumps Wyatt. This is Flynn now all by himself. Flynn, he couldn't get that one as Green applied a little pressure and then Green gets hammered. And the referee's got his whistle. Green over to Krentz. Krentz fires that in. Kaiser takes a thump at him, pushing and shoving in front of Lumberjack bench. It's going to get rough here at the end as Green. McDonald takes it by him. McDonald all by himself. McDonald on a breakaway. McDonald, he scores. He goes 5-0. So turnover at the blue line and Green got beat. Wood with it. Back to Kemp. Kemp to Bond. Lumberjacks doing a good job of shutting off all the shooting lanes. That pass rink wide for Wood was broken up by Carson. Carson flips this one to Leroy. Leroy by himself. Leroy shoots, tries to go 5-hole. Tanner makes the save and then pokes it in. Wedward doesn't like it as they 8 seconds. Referees telling the Lumberjacks, let's just settle this down. We got less than 20 to go. Skadden wins the draw. Back to Green. Green gets it down low. Watt turns, tries to have a shot. Loose puck out front, pushing and shoving. We're going to see something here, I'm sure of it. As Wyatt comes in and holds on to Watt. Watt takes off his gloves. And